Welcome back to another video. Excuse my voice, I just came out of the flu. I was sick for the past 2-3 days, but I just wanted to, I was very excited to, share these details with you. There's a new launch by Emaar in the Valley Phase 3. As I've been, was a big fan, and I've been uploading the videos about the Valley Phase 1, Phase 2. Phase 1, at that time I was not doing YouTube, so I didn't upload that much videos about the Phase 1. But Phase 2 and Phase 3, I've been telling a lot on my channel that Emaar will come up with 2 more phases, Phase 3 and Phase 4. And every time when Emaar comes up with a launch, they change their designs, they change something so that it adds value to your asset. And the price jump also justifies whenever you're buying into any of their new phase of any kind of a property price that they are offering. Now, Emaar Oasis, I've already registered all of my clients. Still there is time. I don't know, at that time you will be watching this video. And even if you want to register yourself in Oasis, you still have some time until the end of this month, until it hits the threshold of the EOIs. I will keep on telling you to submit your interest in Emaar Oasis, because that's the #1 product right now in the market as an investment point of view. See, the basic case scenario, if you really want to invest in UAE or Dubai and you can buy multiple assets, but you want to make an investment which makes you generational wealth, that is one, Palm Jabal Ali. Second is Emaar Oasis. Third, there are some branded residences which I can also tell you, in which you can multiply your investments in 2-fold and 3-folds. But Emaar Oasis is one of the product which I personally love. My opinion could be biased towards Emaar Oasis because I have researched a lot about this product, and I feel it's a no-brainer investment right now in Dubai. But right now, there is another very exciting launch under the price category of 7 million to 9 million dirhams. Emaar came up with villas like farm gardens, but very different design of a new phase, a new community right next to Phase 2 farm gardens. So I'm going to explain you in this video about the total supply of Dubai, which I have already, but again, let me give you a brief refresher so that you have an idea how the prices are climbing into mature communities of Emaar. And also, after going through this video, you will have that clarity, like how much of experience Emaar is in creating communities for the residents of Dubai, and why, after looking at the numbers, you will understand why people love it, why people love to have a piece of Emaar whenever they're investing in Dubai. No doubt there are other developers who are doing a pretty phenomenal job in this market. Because of the competition, they are actually making sure that you get the best experience as much as possible. So every day, every developer is evolving, and they are coming up with beautiful products, market fit products, and I can get into the logical discussion of other products as well. But right now, this is the very hot launch in the minds of everyone in Dubai, agents, investors, and the home buyers of Dubai. So I'm going to give you a complete presentation on what Emaar has changed in this new phase, why it is more exciting than before. So yeah, let's get started. So this is complete master plan of Emaar. So let me explain you, anyone who is very new to the channel, who is watching, who is just started exploring through the videos about Dubai, and he wanted to see through hype, I'm just explaining it to him. The people who are very old to the channel, they are already educated about all of the things that I'm going to speak, so they can fast move forward to see the details of the community. Tomorrow I'm going to the valley to show you the construction update. I'm gonna give you more insights on what Emaar is doing right now and why they are coming up with these kinds of assets, and why does that make sense investment wise as well. In this video, I'm going to show you the best comparison of these kinds of assets, what is happening in the secondary market, so that you have a complete picture if these assets really hold value in the 1 year term or a 2 years term as well. So this is basically your complete coastal line of Dubai, in which all the prime properties you were to find, but these are all Emaar communities. So looking at this master plan of Dubai, you get to know like how many communities that Emaar have already done and how many are under construction right now. So let me give you a perspective. This is an apartment community. This part in Maritime City, right next to Old Dubai, Dera Mankul and Bar Dubai. All of the old communities, all of the leasehold properties are located at this part. Now Emaar done the collaboration with DP World. The land belongs to DP World, and Emaar is creating a community, beautiful community. Rashi Jhalsa Marina started off with 1500 AED. Now the latest launches are touching above 3000. It is mentioned 2970, but they are touching above 3000 mark. Organically, the price grew within 2 years time, and now the first phase of Seagate, if you go to that location, you will find that the buildings are ready and under the finishing stage. Downtown Dubai is our biggest example for Emaar, in which the average price per square feet you will find 3,700. I will get into the history, but this is not the topic of today. These are all apartments. Dubai Creek Harbor also started off with price per square feet 1,200, 1,300 dirhams back then, when the master plan was only desert. Now it's touching above 2,800 or 3,000 dirham price mark for the latest launches. Now let's talk about what is the total why Emaar is coming up with more and more different kinds of layout and more villas in the market. Why? If there is a demand, like how much of a demand there is and how much of Emaar have already launched and completely handed over. So the best example I will give you is, I always, I'm a fan of that community, is Springs Meadows and Emirates Living. Basically, if we were to take a whole sum figure of all the clusters of Meadows and Springs and Hatan Lakes and Emirates Hills, there are total 7,200 units in that specific part. Right next to it is another best case study of Jumeirah Islands, where there are only 1,400 units ready in that specific community. Now Emirates Living price per square feet, Emaar have mentioned 2,750. But if you were to find, there were some record sales happened for 3,500, 3,400 price per square feet as well, in which people have bought it, renovated it, and then sell it off in the market because of the location, because of its prime location, because the location has matured and it's close to all the epicenters of Dubai, which is why you are happy to pay the premium if you're moving to Dubai and you have your workplace nearby, or if you just love the location and you want to stay under that premises of all the epicenters of Dubai. Now after that, as locations evolve, land become much more scarce. Emaar went towards, now Arabian Ranches 1 is another best case study of Emaar. When Emaar started building this community, Ranches 1 and Ranches 2, Ranches 1, when Emaar came up with the concept, it was very back then, like 2005. The freehold concept was very new to the market, which is why a lot of people were flocking in to invest. The market was quite volatile. There is this very expert, the guru of the market, Mr. Anand Menon. He tends to call that time of 2008 as a Jurassic Park of Dubai. So I really resonate with that, because at that time the regulations were very much evolving. Dubai was at very learning stage. And at that time, they launched a community, Arabian Ranches 1. Anyone who had doubted, anyone who have bought it, stayed with it, they have seen the appreciation of after the maturity. You know what? This specific part, Ranches 1, and right next to Ranches 1 at this part, and at this part on the left-hand side towards Dubai South, everything have matured. Tilal Al Ghaf, Mudon, Rimram, Nishama Town Square. All of those communities, anyone who have invested, they have seen 100% appreciation on that. Now I'm seeing that the market is evolving towards that mark, because land is becoming scarce, the property prices are also shooting up. If you come to Dubai after 4-5 years time, you will end up buying something in Dubai South or anything further out, because there is not much land available. Or if you really end up buying something on the very prime location of Dubai, you will be buying at a very high premium. So to keep it short, Arabian Ranches 1 and Arabian Ranches 2 included, there are like around 5,700 plus units. Arabian Ranches 3, almost 4,200 units of villas and townhouses. Now Emaar haven't done the apartments inside these communities. All right, so which is why the communities were a very huge success. Now they did what they did and they double the size of everything. Now they are doing the same kind of volume of a size of a community, Oasis, and compared to Oasis is our another best case study in which is there are Dubai Hills Estate. Now, if you see all of those Emaar big communities in Dubai, you see that Emaar really focus on the density. Emaar really focus on the Sikka. So I'm going to explain you when I go to the community what is Sikka and why is this very important to hold the property value. Because if your house is back to back and there is no space in between, a lot of people don't love that. A lot of residents of Dubai don't love that. So they need privacy. If they're buying and they're paying so much of a high premium, they need that kind of a lifestyle that they deserve, right? So Ranches 1, Ranches 2 almost ready. Ranches 2, maybe few upcoming units are in the pipeline, but 5,700 is the total supply. Ranches 3 is under development right now, but in total 4,200 is our supply. Now, if you see through the lens of numbers, Dubai Hills Estate, average price per square feet 2,650. Ranches 1, average price per square feet is 2,700. Ranches 2, 2,300. Ranches 3, 1,900. Because it's under development stage, still there are so many units upcoming, community is not fully handed over, keep this in mind. Oasis 2,150, it's a complete ultra luxury mansion community. Emirates Living average is coming 2,750, but if you were to look very closely and compare all kinds of villa assets only, you will find the price per square feet is touching above 3,000 dirham mark. So Dubai Hills Estate 2,650, Grand Polo, which is a complete new master plan, 1,900 price per square feet. Now Heights is yet to come, so we're going to discuss that later in the future. In the next month there will be details out. But again, this is how Emaar grows. Whenever they launch any community with a very organically they increase the prices. I very rarely see any distress deals happening. Now, where in Emaar you will see the distress deals happening? You bought something in the very initial first phase of any community and the handover is 4 years later, and you started searching for distress deals in that particular 1 year time. In that particular 1 year time period, you might be able to find some distress deals because some people get distressed, some people are oversold. They got oversold by some broker in the market, and after looking at researching, or maybe the cash flow is affected through any reason, then you will end up finding those distress deals in that 1 year time. But if you find any distress deal in that particular 1 year time and you're seriously looking for something, I would say decide within few minutes time, otherwise you will see that opportunity as a lost opportunity. So in the villas and townhouses in the next 3-4 years time, you might not be able to find, especially in Emaar, those distress deals circulation happening in the transaction. Now what Emaar has done, Emaar know that there is expansion happening towards Dubai South. They have to accommodate to those residents which will be upcoming in the future, but there is a huge chunk of a population who is living in the old Dubai part, which is this part and this part. Now a lot of people are actually residing in Sharjah and working in Dubai as well. There is a big population of those people as well who are residing in Sharjah or renting a property in Sharjah and working in Dubai. When economy thrives, a lot of business owners also makes money. So the cash flow increases for a lot of people. A lot of people make money once the GDP is increasing. There are a lot of factors involved, which I don't want to get into. But again, you see that point when the economy is thriving, people are making money and they are looking for those options so that they can have the most convenient opportunity that for their own family as well. And it keeps on happening in cycles in Dubai. So the economy is thriving, and 2040 agenda, we can get into that discussion as well. But again, because that government wants to double their economy, a lot of people will make money while working or doing business or just being in Dubai and being a remote worker or anything that they are doing to contribute to the economy, or they are coming from their own home country and they're basing themselves in Dubai, being a resident, and they're earning from their own home country and living in Dubai, to save taxes or for any kind of reason. So if the economy is thriving, people are making money and they're looking for those kinds of options, and it will keep on happening. So you will find a lot of people who will be looking in 2029 for your house. If you're investing right now, you will find those people as well who are looking for ready house in 2026, 2027, all those years. And there is a big shortage in the housing market. The calculation right now, there is a big gap. Also, the tourism of Dubai is also increasing. So because of tourism increasing, anyone who is in tourism industry, they are making a lifetime worth of a living. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 worth of experience of communities with this developer, and he is building something amazing at the very suburban part of Dubai, in the valley, in which when Emaar came, Shoba also follows the trail, and they launched their community of Shoba Elwood, which I will get into the discussion in the later parts of different videos when I will explain about Shoba Elwood as well. Shoba Elwood is also a very good option because a lot of people who are looking for their own home, they want that kind of a specific exclusivity, and they are looking for the cost-friendly opportunity with the payment plan. So Shoba Elwood is also a very good option. But again, Emaar is the market leader. You know, you will never lose money. There will always be a winning when you're investing with Emaar. So they came up with Valley Phase 3 and this part, and this is Dubai Al-Ain Road, which will be directly taking you towards downtown. It takes you around 30 to 35 minutes to reach to any part of Dubai if you're living in the valley right now. But if you travel to valley, I know community is not fully matured, but once you enter into the community, you feel that lifestyle all the time. Same is the case for Dubai Hills Estate. Same is the case was with Arabian Ranches 1. At that time, a lot of people believed that is going to happen. Now it happened. Anyone who saw those cycles, anyone who have any relatives or friends who have experienced those cycles, they don't want anything to buy else with any other developer. They only want to buy Emaar, and I face those people. So let's discuss what Emaar is doing differently with this phase 3 and why this new launch makes total sense. So let's get started with that. So anyone who is new, let me give them a brief overview how Valley transition into the phase 1 to farm gardens and then phase 3. This is your total phase 1 in which Emaar launched at the price phase 1 price per square feet of 600. They started off with 600. One by one, with each and every cluster launch, the prices grew, and they were like 2,500 units. Now in the phase 1, Emaar launched the 3-bedroom townhouse at 1.5 million. At that time, no one believed that people are going to accept this location as they want to live in it. Now, because of the connectivity through Al-Ain Road towards the older parts of Dubai where all the properties are leasehold, only locals can buy. Not every local is doing business there. There are a lot of Indians, Pakistanis, British, all kinds of nationalities are working and doing the trading and everything. And their generations are changing. They have been in Dubai for the past 20-25 years. Now they want something of a lifestyle. They have already developed their basis inside Dubai. They have already developed their cash flows. So they are looking for that kind of a lifestyle. And the best connectivity that you will find in a community with a very price-friendly perspective is only the valley with the villas and townhouses. If anyone has a big family, they don't have any chance to buy in this price point in any other part of Dubai, which is why this community makes total sense. So this was the first bar: Eden, Orania, Elora, Nara, Lilia, Talia, Rivana, Alana, Nima. Already there are so much premium. Like in Eden right now, the price for a 3-bedroom you will find in the secondary market 2.7 million dirham. Phase 1, Eden is the only cluster which is ready right now. Orania, Nara and Talia is due for handover this year. We'll see what's going to happen, but Eden is completely full. I'm going to show you when I will be in the community, but I will drop a link in the description of my previous video when I went to the valley so that you can see for yourself. At that time, I showed that there is a very high occupancy in that specific cluster of Eden. A lot of people rented, a lot of people actually bought for themselves, and they are living inside that. So Rivana Alana was a very hot launch when they came up with. But there were some flaws with the design. Townhouses sizes were very short, but again, Emaar changed it. In the phase 1, you see there is only this part. So in my video, I was moving around in this park, and this looks very huge. In this map, it doesn't do the justice. You have only this part for the recreational activities, this smaller part, and that's it. These are the only recreational activities that you see inside this first phase 1. Now, they changed the game in the phase 2 completely. Phase 2 started off with almost 1100 PSF. In the last cluster of Vindera, I sold it at 1300 AED. Now in Vindera, they came up with very different kind of a townhouse. There were some changes in the room sizes, but again, more or less the same with all the phase 2 townhouses launches. But people love experience. They love floor plan, but they love experience in the lifestyle. If they're paying something high, they don't want to compromise on the lifestyle or the experience. So now Emaar knows the game, so they changed the design in a way. They created almost equivalent to 6 football field size of a park, which spans around the whole community in each and every cluster. Every cluster can access this park. Now, phase 1, you see there are very small pocket spaces. Here, the whole Rivera cluster is surrounded by the parks, and every cluster is connected to this park. This is not it. Inside every cluster there is another pocket park. Every cluster you see there is another pocket park, and Avina have the largest one, I see, and Avina 2 also have. Every cluster, Villora also have, Venera also have like 2 parks. So they changed the design in a way. Now when you look at the phase 3 launch, you will be amazed what I'm trying to explain here. Why these designs matter. Before getting into the phase 3, Farm Grove and Farm Gardens were the huge success in the market. Huge size of plots at this price point, no one is offering right now in the whole Dubai. Very functional floor plans. Same thing is coming up on this part. This is your phase 3. Now phase 3, Emaar is starting at the price per square feet of almost 1500 to 1600. Now once you see the designs and everything, why this price justifies and why this will hold their own kind of a market once it will be handing over in 2029 or 2030. So once you come from the Dubai Al Ain Road, this is your connectivity, and here is your Golden Beach, Kidsdale, and everything, all the phase 1 amenities are located here. Now in Farm Gardens, you can grow your own vegetation. Emaar is dedicating you your 100 square feet. I don't know the exact figure, 100 to 150 square feet of a dedicated space for your house, where you can grow your own vegetation, which Emaar will also manage for you. But in Farm Gardens, Farm Grove, they were only exclusively villas. At this part, only exclusively villas, semi-detached and detached houses, nothing else. But because there was a very high ticket, Emaar have created the design in a way. Now phase 3 is more or less similar but much better. But here you see that it's filled with all kinds of open spaces dedicated to the green spaces. In every cluster you see there is a dedicated green space. So I will flash it up, you will also understand what I'm trying to explain. There are so many things that can add value to your asset. Plot size very generous, built up area very generous, floor to area ratio is 0.8, so you have ample amount of space, ample amount of distance between each of your villa. Great value. Once I will show you the DXB Interact transaction, you will see that in just 1 year or 1.5 years time, there is a premium going on and the villas are already on the finishing stage. I'll try to show it to you, the construction update of the Farm Grove villas. They are already on the finishing stage, and once it gets handed over, the complete community is handed over, you will see what I'm trying to explain here. So these kinds of assets you buy to hold to create generational wealth in this market. So keep this in mind so that you understand what is the potential of this specific community, and whatever Emaar have committed, they have already done it. So this is your potential that you can expect. Now this is published by Emaar, that's why I'm saying it. Started off with 600 or 700. This point, 2022 reaches to 800, 2023 reaches to 900, slowly and gradually, launch by launch. 2025, we right now in the phase 3, we are seeing the 1500 is the starting, so expect 1600 for the better location of a plot. But in this new launch, you will see, even if you were to buy a bad unit, which there is none, any of those locations that you will find, once you see the cluster plan, you will understand what I'm trying to explain here. 2025, 1500, Emaar have planned to take the price, because there is a phase 4 is yet to come. Phase 3, there will be only 1300 houses. So after that, phase 4, and once the phase 3 is done, phase 4 is done, Emaar will bring up the prices to 2700. Now this is projected at 2029, expected to by 2030, 2031 to actually see the value. So as much as you can hold, you will see the prices jumping. Now this is in correlation with all the villas and townhouses community in Dubai on the mainland. If their prices are also jumping, absolutely this will jump as well, and this will follow the price trail. Now these are newer communities, these are better designs, so market will decide what is the actual premium they should pay for these kinds of assets. It could be higher than those better location communities in Dubai. So don't see those numbers and get mixed up in the information. See this as the future communities like Oasis, the Grand Polo, Heights Country Club and Wellness. They will be 100% better designs than the older communities of Emaar. So I'm seeing the prices will jump much higher for those communities compared to any other location like Emirates Living. So now this is the best part. I'll flash it up over the screen so you will have a visual, but to give you an idea, in this, Emaar now launched this cluster and this cluster, Avilia and Ovel. But you see, in this new launch, everything, every house is on the park. Every house is opening up to the green spaces, amenities of the whole community. Now to give you an idea, this is whole completely circulated from towards the park. And if you look closely inside, every house is opening towards the green and open spaces. Even the corner ones, everywhere there is a green space. Everywhere there is a space, nothing back to back. There is a sikka going on behind the houses, so you have very ample amount of spaces. And even in this new launch, you see inside it's circulated, every house is circulated with the open spaces and the green spaces, pool, all the water activities, everything is accessible. There's so much to do. Even if you're working inside Dubai, you will be jumping out of your seat to go back to your home so that you can enjoy these facilities. The complete, perspective, the complete experience Emaar has changed. Now they are doing something very different, which is why this new launch makes total sense. We'll go into the floor plans and understand what is so different that they are doing. But again, that is not it. That is not the whole story. You see the whole part of the whole cluster, every cluster is opening towards the green space. So this is very important. This is what Emaar done very different. They created that kind of a value so that people, even if they are buying at the high price, the price justifies. Now you have to understand, when they are increasing, the prices are climbing up, it's no doubt the supply, everything, the ready market, ready versus off plan. You can do all the analysis, but you have to really understand in the developer perspective that if they're creating more lifestyle amenities inside the community, is very costly to manage those communities, and they're creating something better for you. If they're creating something better for you, it's not just the house that you're getting the complete experience. And to manage that, it is very costly, which is why the prices also climbs. And anyone who will be happy to pay you premium for those kind of houses, they will be compromising on the premium on the phase 2. They will be coming to your phase because they love the environment and the atmosphere that they're getting for their house, this same built up area, with much more accessible to all the lifestyle amenities inside the community. So brief overview, the master plan total area is 1.32 million square meters. Total open spaces is 357,000 square meters. In the phase 2 is almost like 250,000 square meters. Total residential clusters, 8 clusters are going to be inside this new phase. Total residents, like total houses, 1,326. Estimated resident population, average, they took it through the average as 5,800. Very low density community. Now this is what I was explaining, but to visually make you understand, this is your Dubai Hills Estate Park. Dubai Hills Estate is a beautiful, phenomenal case study available in the market. Their park with the width and length is spanned around 995 meters, 125 meters in the width. Now phase 2, again we saw that phase 2 was the kind of a park that they are coming up with. Very beautiful design, 100%, no one has ever done that in Dubai. And 890 meter was the length and 720 meter was the wide, like how much wide it is, the whole park. But in the newer launch, it spans around more 250,000 square meters, but 750 meter is just the width of this new park and 750 meter is the length. You see the value of the experience and the lifestyle that Emaar is giving you. They haven't included all of those parks, the pocket parks inside those clusters, but again, this is what you're getting once you're paying for that kind of a price per square feet for your house. Now there are like 25 amenities listed, which I'm gonna flash it up over the screen so you can pause and read it, or you can contact me. I'll send you this document so you can have a complete, or if we jump on a Zoom call, I can give you all those details. But again, beautifully designed, new amenities, new lifestyle, new everything. In the phase 3, they are coming up with 2 launches of the villas for 5-bedroom luxury and 5-bedroom luxury premium, a villa and oval. Now the 4 bedrooms are starting from 7 million dirhams, but expect a good unit at a price of 7.5 million 4-bed. Now the total built up is 4345 and average plot size is almost 6,400 square feet. Now to understand this floor plan much more, this is your ground floor entrance foyer. This is not a double heighted entrance foyer. You have your 2-car garage parking. On the ground floor, there is a guest bedroom, so the elderly won't have problem. But again, in this layout, you're getting a fitted lift inside your villa, so you don't have that kind of a problem. Even if the elderly wants to move to the upstairs, you have guest bedroom, very big size. The whole part is basically, if you see the ground floor, the quarter of the ground floor is dedicated to the guest bedroom and the guest bathroom. Entrance foyer, on the right hand side you have your maid's room. Your maid's room is also almost a quarter of your layout is dedicated towards it. Your kitchen part, once you go a little further, on the right hand side you have your powder room. Much further you have on the right hand side your kitchen area. So this is your kitchen area. And the whole almost like 8 meters of length is your family living and dining area. You have your huge sunken seating and the outdoor terrace area. You have your provision for swimming pool. You can either use it as a swimming pool or you can do something else, your own plot. Beautifully, huge space around your villa. So 0.8 is your phas, so you have very ample amount of space compared to any other older communities where the phas is above 1.2. So this is your ground floor. If you climb up, you have your first bedroom, second bedroom, and the whole master bedroom is half the floor is dedicated towards the master bedroom. Beautifully amazing size. This is your master bathroom, and every bedroom is an ensuite. You have your lift area, and then the added part which Emaar does whenever they give you something of a high price, they give you that kind of a value which really attracts those kinds of buyers. You have beautiful space on the second floor of lounge and roof terrace area where you can host your own parties like barbecue and everything. You have your bathroom, pantry area, everything there. So very ample amount of space in the 4-bedroom. Now let's look at the 5-bedroom luxury villa. So if you see, so I personally love the one which is a 5-bedroom premium luxury, but the prices is almost touching 11 to 12 million. In that price, I would rather go for the 4-bedroom basement. But again, this is also a very great proposition, 9.5 million of a 5-bedroom in an Emaar community. All of the things that I have already said in this presentation. So you get that kind of a value in this. Let's look at it quickly. This is your 5-bedroom layout. So very huge spaces, most of the area, very functional floor plan. This is your entrance. This is your entrance foyer. Right hand side, you have your guest bathroom and bedroom. On the left hand side, you have your laundry, maid's room, powder room, maid's bathroom, ensuite. So this area is your all powder room and maid's room. And you have your show kitchen. You have your dirty kitchen in this 5-bedroom, and this is your lift. and you have your store area, so you know all that things that you want to store. This is your family living and dining area, almost like 10 meters wide, so very great amount of space. Outside you have your terrace, so you see that you know all the space usable for the landscaping. If you want to do the landscaping, you want to do the gardening, whatever you want to do as much as your desire. You have your sunken seating and the provision for swimming pool. Very functional floor plan. If you climb up to the first floor, you have your first, second, you have your third bedroom, and then you have your whole master bedroom area. Huge space of master bedroom area, mostly dedicated for the master bedroom. Then if you go one floor above, then again Emaar have given you a complete lounge area where you can host your parties, and your whole roof terrace area. Huge space. The total size is 7,000 is a plot, 5,600 is your built-up area. So if you choose something unique in this category, like big plot size on the corner side, the plot size is bigger, you will not be competing with everyone inside this cluster. So you can ask for your own desired premium. Your villa will be very unique. Now, this layout I personally love. It's your total choice, because by the time I will be uploading that video, maybe the Oasis opportunity is lost. But again, let's have a look at this beautiful layout. Now, this 5-bedroom premium villa, which will be mostly on the premium locations, the plot is 8,800, 7,000, like almost 7,850 square feet of a built-up area. Now, if you see the plot, you have great space around your villa. There is so much of exclusivity feel inside this beautiful layout of a 5-bedroom premium. Now, Emaar is giving you entrance foyer. It's completely open from above in this premium villa. Left hand side you have your guest bedroom and bathroom. The guest bedroom is, you know, much bigger than most of the townhouses bedrooms. On the right hand side you have your driver's room, which can be accessible from the outside with an ensuite. Then you have, once you enter, you have your maid's room and everything accessible. This is your corridor from which your maids can enter. You have your dirty kitchen, show kitchen. You have a show kitchen. You have your dirty kitchen. Beautifully designed floor plan. This premium one, Emaar really sets the bar so high. Now the whole space is around 11 meter for this family living and dining, and the huge terrace and outside seating, sunken seating space with a provision for pool. Of course, you have your lift. Once you climb up to the first floor, you have your first bedroom. Now the whole area that you see here is your dedicated to the master bedroom. You know, beautiful design, beautifully well functional floor plan. That's what I say to this layout. This bedroom is also en suite. This bedroom is also en suite with a walk-in wardrobe. This bedroom is also en suite. Everything is very well planned in this new launch. This is all the open space from above. You can create this space in between as a seating area as well. But if you look at this second floor, you see you have big space of a lounge space inside with a bathroom and huge roof terrace space, 14 meters wide, 14 by 5 almost. So beautifully designed floor plan. Now let's look at the transactions, what is happening in farm gardens. Before we end this video, this is very important to understand if really the market is responding the way the brokers are saying, or the way that Emaar is saying, that if the product really holds value in an off-plan stage as well. Now, every video that you have seen in my channel, I've been very transparent with all of my audience, so that they really learn if the agent is watching, or if the investor is really looking for their kind of a property that he wants, he really understands the logic behind investing in certain kind of a segment. So I really want to give my message as transparent as possible. So if it really helps you, you can recommend it to anyone. If you are not buying, you can recommend it to your friends, family, because my job is to help anyone who is investing in Dubai to get them the best experience as they can, and their asset will hold value. I have a very huge network of bankers, all the funds management companies. I can help you out in all the 360 manner. For the mortgage consultants, everything that you need to get your position strong in Dubai market. I can really help you with that. I have a very good network in my agency as well. My agency has been awarded #1 with Emaar for the past 3 years. We are going to be #1 this year as well. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you about it, but being the #1 is not very easy for a very consistent period of time, and especially with the biggest developer of Dubai, because we are competing with more than 8,000 agencies in the market, and every day there is a new agency coming. And now brokers in the market will say that they are giving the huge volume of business, but you really can't imagine our business, what we give to Emaar is exceeding the mark of billions in a year time, which is very huge, which is why we get all kind of priorities with this kind of a beautiful developer. So if you are really looking for any kind of an asset and you're confused, or anyone in your friend is being called up by brokers all the time, because I know the brokers are working very aggressively in the market to hard sell anyone. I don't want anyone to have that kind of a bad experience, because I have faced those clients through YouTube as well and through my marketing campaigns as well. They have been oversold through something which was very much overpriced, and it was sold because of all kinds of reasons that brokers give. But if you have someone who is seriously looking for something and he really needs help and he really needs consulting, you can recommend it to them. Or if you're personally looking for it, my number is mentioned here. You can contact me, WhatsApp me. I'll try to respond you within 1 hour time or within 15 minutes time. Anyone who have contacted me, they can assure you that I always respond as quickly as possible. So this is what I love to do. This is my passion. So I'm going to give it to you all the information about this. So Farm Gardens is our best experience. It's right next to it and also comprises of only villas. Now this is a whole 1-year trajectory of transactions happening in Farm Gardens right now. You can see 5-bed, 10,000 square feet of a plot, 5,657 of a built-up area, 8.4 million, 8% above from the initial price he had secured it. 8.3 million, another 5-bed, same kind of a layout, built-up area and everything. Another 4-bed, 9,500 of a square feet of a plot, 4,950 built-up area, more or less similar to our latest launch of Avilia and Ovel. 7.3 million is the going price in the secondary market for those units. You're buying something on a payment plan at the very initial stage with the very first cluster inside a complete phase of Valley Phase 3. Keep this in mind. Right now, you will be paying more than 80-70% cash to get a transfer in this Farm Gardens. Now, I can totally understand if you want to buy a home and you want a handover in 2026. Yes, this is for you. For those people, this is the going price for Farm Garden in the past 1 year. 7.5, 44% increase from the initial price the guy have bought. 4-bed, another 5-bed, 8 million. Now this new launch is almost like 8.5, 8.6 million for a 5-bed, but these layouts are much more modern. But again, a 10,000 square feet of a plot, 5,600 built up area, 25% increase, 22% increase, 7.8 million 5-bedroom Farm Gardens, 7.9 million for another 27% increase, same kind of a layout, 5,600. Now, if you see these transactions happen, these are the latest transactions happen in 2025, 2025, 2025, all of them 2025, 40 November till June. So this is why I say Emaar is the most liquid property in Dubai, because they create kind of a market, and because of their payment plan 80-20, a lot of speculators are not buying. Anyone who really have the purpose only to flip, they can't hold on to that asset and they don't have the affordability, they take the risk. Those are the buyers neglected and subtracted from Emaar properties, which is why your asset is resilient. It will hold value for a very long term. So now I opened up Bayut to show you what kind of listings are uploaded, so that you can compare ready versus off plan. Although it is due for handover next year, maybe 1 year it will take more. For 2027, the whole Farm Gardens will be done and dusted. You will be paying 100% cash, but to give you an idea, no one is selling at distress. So 8 million, 7.5 million, 8 million, 4-bedroom. All of them are 4-bedroom, 8.1. You can either negotiate down to 100,000, 200,000 less, but again, Most of the listings are also phishing listings as well. You really can't say if this is an actual listing, because if you contact them, they will eventually end up selling you the newer phase. So that's how brokers do. But again, sometimes there are legit listings, but you see everyone on an average is selling at 7.6, 8.5, 8.5, 8 million, 7.7, 7.6, 8 million, 7.9, 7.8, 7.6, 7.7. You have an opportunity to secure your asset at 7.2, 7.3 at the very start of the payment plan, and you're buying at the very first cluster inside the phase, in which 1300 units to come and 6 more clusters to be launched, and by each and every cluster Emaar will increase the price, and then phase 4 the prices will touch to 2029. I see the Emaar plan is very sound to take it to 2700, which they have already done it in the past with their older communities. So it's gonna eventually happen. So I hope you like these insights. I'll try to go to community to give you much more idea and experience and imagination of the first phase, which Emaar is handing over this year, most of the clusters, and eventually the market will pick up. Anyone who is doubting this location, they are the ones who have doubted with Dubai Health Estate. They are the ones who have doubted Emirates Living in the past. So they really can't understand the market. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to real people who really want to understand through the numbers. They really want to see through the hype. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. This is Matloob Ahmed Khan, Aeon and Tristle signing out.